Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you have had a great week and are looking forward to the weekend. I wanted to come back with another Feature Friday today, and today I'm looking at our bulk texting and our text outreach features. And so texting is a really powerful channel and something that is awesome to be able to engage with our donors or our contacts through. Within DonorDock, you can actually request your own phone number for your organization. So you're able to get away from having to share personal cell numbers to be able to interact through text messaging. And then you also get the value of all of that information is tracked inside DonorDock so we can see and understand those interactions over time. And that becomes, again, unstructured data that we can use in helping to understand the relationship with each of our donors. And so you can do bulk texting. So similar to our bulk email tool, you can actually create bulk text messages. You can use merge tags within those text messages so that you can customize them and personalize them to each person that is going to get the text. And so we can put in our subject and we could put in our message. So maybe we're going to say hello, and then we're going to find our donor's first name, and then we might say join us at our event next weekend, and provide a link to the event as an example. And so that's going to show us here then how many credits that's going to use. So each text message will use one or more credits depending on the length, and if you want to use things like emojis and so forth in there. And then basically you're going to be able to decide, how do you want to craft your message as it relates to the usage of those credits. You can tie this out to campaigns and appeals, and just like the email functionality, you can actually schedule this to be sent at a future date and time. And once we send that out, then it's going to go into our sent list. And while we don't have quite as much information as we do around email interaction, we do know how many were sent and how many were delivered, and we can see that information here down to the individual contact level, similar to the email side of things. Now, where it gets really cool is that if a contact were to actually respond to this, that actually moves it into our conversational text flow, where we actually have your inbox for the organization, and you're able to have back and forth communication with your different contacts right inside DonorDock here. And we're keeping track of that conversation history. It's showing you the information about that particular contact. And all of that is being tracked as activity strings tied to those contact records. So we have a history that these conversations are happening. And so it gives you a way to, again, keep that information within the organization, respect privacy of your team members by not having to use personal numbers and instead being able to use an organizational number. And then if somebody leaves the organization, which we know is a reality, we don't lose that ability to connect and stay connected through text with these contacts because that information is living in that individual's personal cell phone. So it can be a really powerful way to communicate with donors, with contacts. The studies show us that this is a channel that tends to perform really, really well. And so we're excited to be able to have this kind of all built right in, again, right alongside our email functions. And texting can be used in our automations tool as well, which we're going to talk about in another Feature Friday. So hopefully you're already got your number and are already using it. If not, I would definitely recommend going through that process. There is a compliance process when you get your number. There is requirements for and regulatory things around that. So there is a process that we go through and take you through right inside the app to help you get approved for that number and for its use within your organization. But that's just built right into DonorDock, and it's something that when you request the number, we walk you through it and take care of doing that on your behalf. So definitely recommend starting to use the texting if you're not. Again, it can be a channel that performs really, really well. And it's a really cool feature. So hopefully you like it and are using it. And I'm excited to connect with you next week for another Feature Friday. Have a great weekend.